Hello everybody, it's me. It's been a long time since I uploaded on here, but I just thought, why not? I've been thinking about doing this for the last couple of days, so why not just do it? So yeah, let me just get into it. I will be talking about what I think of the current squad, who I want to buy in the summer, and yeah, it'll be, so with the current squad it'll be like what I think of them, whether it's keep or sell, and then yeah, as I said, who I want to buy. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna obviously have to read off my phone, so I don't know our squad off by heart. I could do the starting lineup, but I want to do it like goalkeepers, all that actually in a row. So let me just get it up. So yeah, so squad. So let's talk about Ralph first. I'm one of the people. I don't think Ralph's done that bad. Of course, he's had a few stinkers like Wolves, like Burnley. Do think Burnley was a bit unlucky, but yeah, we'll see, got past it. So yeah, I think it's a bit unlucky, but it's fine. But yeah, I think Ralph's been decent. Who I want, I'd love Ten Hag, to be honest. I'm one of those people, I just look at what he's done with that Ajax squad and just go, I want a bit of that. So yeah. And then let's just go like top two in each position. Obviously, you know what I mean. So De Gea, I'm a big fan of De Gea. Do I think he's past it? Yes. Do I still think he's been quite good this season? Yes. Do I still want him to be here next season? Yes. Because I don't think goalkeeper's a position where we need to buy a starter. Next summer, like 2023 summer, I think De Gea should go. That's one of my thoughts on that. And then Dean Henson, I am someone that's like, Dean Henson is too good to be sitting on the bench. I think it should be Tom Heaton, and we've been linked on a free transfer to Sam Johnson. I'm not really that bothered about that because it's not a massive transfer. So yeah, for me, I think we should sell Dean Henson because he clearly wants to play first team football. He clearly wants to break through to our squad, but I say he doesn't have the patience. He's 25. Like you can see why he hasn't got the patience, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I would sell Dean Henson because he wants first team football, and then we can't offer him it. So yeah, and then there's let's do Varane for me. Keep. I think Varane's been quite decent for us this season. He's been a bit injury prone, which that's kind of what happens to some people at the end of their career. So yeah, I would keep him. Bearing in mind, I'm thinking we probably will get either. We're probably going to get Europa League. Let's be honest. We're probably going to get Europa League. I'm quite a big fan of Europa League. Of course, I look at it as a competition which quite easily win. Gdansk. If you get that reference, yeah. Sorry, man, no offense. But yeah, Harry Maguire. For me, it's a. Let's see what he does till the end of the season. For me, if I do it up to this season, you sell. He's been awful this season. But I just 80 million's a lot to spend on a player, and then have to just go 2 or 3 summers later, bugger off. It's too much to be able to do stuff like that. But yeah, up to this point, I'd sell Harry Maguire, but we'll have to see, because he is one of those players that turns up for his country but just struggles for his club. Even though I did think he was all right last season, he was all right. Lindelof, I'm a big fan of Lindelof. I'm a big fan of what he does from the back. His through balls from the back, I think they're amazing. I still remember one where the TVs actually couldn't pick it up because it was just so out of the blue. It was against Granada, just over the top to Rashford, goal. And yeah, honestly, the TVs didn't even catch it because it was so out of the blue, like back to front in like 2 or 3 seconds. Just amazing for Lindelof. So for me, Lindelof is a keep. And then let's do Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly for me, he's a good player when he's not feeling like his leg at cheese strings. So for me, I would sell Eric Bailly, not because he's a terrible player, because I do think he's all right, but I just think he's too injury prone. But yeah, I feel like if he wasn't plagued with injuries, I think he'd be a brilliant centre back, honestly. some of the things he's done. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a massive fan of the cartwheels or the Naruto spins, whatever they are. Not a massive fan of that, but apart from that, I think he's decent. And let's just do this quickly. Phil Jones, I'm a sell. Don't get me wrong, he was decent against Wolves when he played. Decent. But he needs to go. He's not done anything wrong in obviously the last 2 years, but then he hasn't really played in the last 2 years apart from that one game. He was good against Tranmere 2 years ago. But yeah, Phil Jones is a sell for me. So yeah, just quickly redo. De Gea, keep. Dean Henson, sell. Phil Jones, sell. Varane, keep. Maguire, sell. Lindelof, keep. Buy, sell. And now we go on to like the fullbacks. So Luke Shaw, keep for me. He's really good last season. He's kind of struggled to keep it up this season, and he was good in the Euros last year as well. But yeah, for me, it's a keep. I think he's a good player. Obviously, he's been he had the awful injury, and since then he's kind of just gone there until last season when he kind of went up a bit. This season he's been down. He's one of those players. He's either really good or he just struggles in a game. So for me, yeah, I'd keep Luke Shaw. He's not the best of players, but I think he's decent. Tellez, again, I think he's good. Do I think he's keep material? It's difficult. I'd keep him. Yeah. I'd keep him. Don't know who I'd keep him because I can't think of anybody we could get on like a free that'd be decent. So I'd keep Tellez. Delort, keep. I think he's been brilliant when he's played. I just think he offers something that Wan-Bissaka can't, which is he's a bit box to box. Wan-Bissaka's all defence. He's a bit box to box. And yeah, I just think when Delort's played, he's really impressed me. Apart from that game against who was it? It was Atlanta, I think. He just kept getting beaten by his man. Apart from that game, I think he's been good for us. And talking about Wan-Bissaka, for me, Wan-Bissaka is sell. Sell. We won't be able to get anywhere near the 50 million we paid, but yeah, it'll be fine. Like, don't get me wrong, we bought Wan-Bissaka, looking at him going, he was brilliant for Palace. He'll hopefully be brilliant for us. Yada yada yada. He hasn't been brilliant. He was all right in his first year. Last year wasn't amazing. This year, I think he's on the decline. He's 24, and I think he's on the decline. Don't get me wrong, he's a good slide tackler, and I think that's it. Honestly, think that's it. So yeah, let's just we can go through this midfield quite quickly. Juan Mata, sell. I think he's 35. No, he's not. He's 34 in April. But yeah, I just think because of his age, he needs to go. I think he spoke about going back to Spain. But yeah, go. He's been brilliant for us. We've had him for like 8.5 years. And yeah, before Bruno joined, he was first choice. But yeah, since then, I think he's just struggled to get back into the team. So yeah, Juan Mata, sell. Nemanja Matic, if he was about 5 years younger, keep. But he's 34, same as Mata, sell. Not an awful player, but just he's too old for me to say keep. Pogba, contract expiring. Lingard, contract expiring. But I'll do it properly. Pogba, I wouldn't renew him. Lingard, I wouldn't renew him. Lingard is for obvious reasons, like he doesn't really get minutes. He's not the best of players. He was last year for West Ham. I'm not gonna lie. He was brilliant last year. But yeah, just think he needs to go on Pogba. Just like 400k a week. Just not that type of player, really. Just nowhere near that type of player. Don't get me wrong, I like Pogba, but if he was on lower wages, maybe I'd say go and get him again. But I think he'd actually want even more money. So no. Bye-bye Pogba. And bye-bye Lingard. Fred, I'd keep. I think he's been really good for us under Ranić, and I don't see how he get any worse again because we're obviously going to go and get a good manager, good coach with experience, because we're linked to people like Pochettino, Ten Hag. Yeah, we're not linked to any dodgers basically. So yeah, I'd keep Fred. Been really good. Start of the season, I'd look at the team. I'd go, Fred's playing. When he played against Spurs and Atletico, I was like, lovely stuff, Fred. So yeah, I haven't got any bad words to say about Fred. But the game that really made me unlike Fred was the Wolves game, where he basically took a bad touch. But that game was awful for him. But yeah, under Rangnick and even a bit before, he was actually doing quite well under Carrick and Rangnick. So yeah, keep Fred. Bruno, keep. One of our best players over the last 2 years. I'd say he's been our third best player this year, behind Ronaldo and De Gea. So yeah, McTominay's a weird one, because he's a Mancunian, so we can't take that away from him. But I think it's a sell. To be honest. Have to be honest. I think it's a sell. He's not. It's not perfect wrong. He's just not Man United quality. Let's leave it like that. He's just not Man United quality. And now we're on to the forwards. Cristiano. I'd love to keep him, but I think if we don't get Champions League, I think he's going. So we'll leave it like that. So Champions League, keep. Europa League, he'll go. Now, Cavani is going. He's already said he only got another year, so I think his contract's expiring in summer. So yeah, he'll go. He's not been that good for us this season. He was good for us last season. I think PSG just letting him go with not even offering him a contract really made him unhappy. So he wants to prove they had something still there. So yeah, I'd sell Cavani. Obviously, as I said, his contract's expiring. So yeah, Rashford. I don't know about Rashford. I'd give him one more year, and if he doesn't improve in the next year, I'd sell him. That's how I'd do it. Sancho, keep. I think he's brilliant. Honestly, I think he's brilliant. Don't get me wrong, his start at United wasn't great, but over the last 2 months, I think he's been brilliant. So yeah, Alanga, keep. Guys our new star boy. So yeah, Alanga definitely keep. Since he's got into the first team properly, I think he's been brilliant. So yeah, Rangnick really took him under his wing. So yeah, keep. And yeah, as I said, Sancho keep, and then Marcus Rashford was keep for another year. If he doesn't improve in the next year, I'd sell him. And then I've got Hannibal and Shola here. I'd obviously keep them because I haven't seen enough of them. Really, obviously Hannibal and him both played in the last game against Wolves last year, so I can't really comment on them either of them, Shola or him. So yeah, but yeah, I think they've both when they've played for the first team, they've been okay, but I can't really comment. So now the phone is going down. And let's talk transfers. Let's talk transfers. Let's just talk moves in general. So manager-wise, we are linked to Ten Hag, Poch. I think we're linked to Enrique, but then Enrique said, "Is this April Fool's Day?" So I have a feeling that's not going to happen. So yeah, out of the two, Ten Hag and Poch, I'd said this at the start, I'd much rather get Ten Hag. What he's done with the Ajax team, and obviously the way it was just ripped apart in 2019, and the way he's just continued with it, it's been brilliant. I really like him at the club, but we'll just have to see. And then the players I'd like to get, who would I like to get? I'd like to get a centre back like Nico Schlotterbeck or Pau Torres, or obviously Rudiger, but I don't think I think Rudiger's going to Juventus. But yeah, I'd like to get Rudiger, Pau Torres, or Schlotterbeck. The only way I know Schlotterbeck is from this Jamie guy on TikTok. I think it's MCK Sports, something like that. But yeah, really good Man United fan. If you don't know him, go and follow him. Brilliant. And then CDM wise, I'd either want the more realistic one, Chouameni, who I think is brilliant, or the much less realistic one, Declan Rice. The reason why I think Declan Rice is unrealistic is because I think we've only got like 100 million spending in the summer, which obviously isn't brilliant. So for me, we'll only be getting like 2 positions in the summer instead of obviously going and get all 3 that I'm going to say. So yeah, Chouameni or Declan Rice for CDM, and then I feel like we need a new striker, or 2. So I think we're either going to get one of Jonathan David or Darwin Núñez. I think that's what I said. But yeah, I feel like we need a centre-back or 2, a CDM, or a striker or 2, which is technically 5, because 2 centre-backs, a CDM, and 2 strikers. And I've just said we'll only get 2 players. So yeah, that's not great. So what I would do is I would buy a centre back and I'd buy Chouameni. That's what I would do. I'd go and get one of the 3 centre backs that I just said, and Chouameni. Would that happen? I don't know. I hope it does. And people are not big on Chouameni. I don't know why, guys. 22. He's brilliant for AS Monaco. But no, I just don't see what people don't get about him. And out of the centre backs, who do I like more? I like Pau Torres because he's played like 26 league games. He's got 4 league goals, and he's like a proper goal scoring centre back. And yeah, but I'd be happy to get any of the 3 centre backs I've said, and I'd be happy to get either of the CDMs or either of the strikers. The 7 people I've said to you, I'd be happy if we got any of them. Will we? Again, I don't know. But yeah, my dream transfer window would be Ten Hag, Schlotterbeck, Torres, Chouameni, Jonathan David, Darwin Núñez. Will that happen? Definitely not. But a boy can dream. But yeah, I feel like the one that's most realistic is probably Ten Hag out of all of that. The manager. But yeah, player wise, I think the most realistic is Chouameni, to be honest. But we'll just have to see. But yeah, guys, I've talked about my thoughts on the squad. I spoke about how I see our transfer window going. How I'd like our transfer window to go. Talked about the players I want, realistic or not. But yeah, thank you guys for joining, and yeah, I'll see you guys.